All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Voice test 1 2 3 1 2 3. Can you guys hear me clearly? All right. So let's just get started. What's just going on? I think I just missed the move on gold. Wow. I just come on the chart right now for the live stream and I just saw that market just already moved. So let me just remove these all things first. First thing first. So I'm just taking the support of the daily time frame and I'm just taking the resistance on the daily time frame. Let's just go from daily to H4. H4 we can easily can see it just created a resistance. Now it just broke the previous candle low and continuously pushing to the downside. It just can be easily go for the weak field on the left hand side. But for more confirmation, we just need to go through from higher time frame to lower time frame. So lower time frame, we're just having like a resistance on the left hand side. Just go from H1 to H1 to M30. M30 you can see easily that it just like broke the low and it just continuously pushing it down, so just like a very beautiful 100 pip range to the downside as well. I think so just need to look at 15-minute time frame, because look at this, look at the size of the 30-minute time frame. A 30-minute candle just printed like a 100 pip. So in this situation, when there is a 30-minute candle just printing in a shape of 100 pips, why not look at the 15-minute time frame? So 15-minute time frame, you can easily see that candle just broke the low and then it just continuously pushing to a downside. So I'm just going to take this one resistance, the fresh resistance. I'm going to take this one. So for the support, I just need to look at on the left hand side. So left hand side, still we have a range of like almost 50 pip range, I would say. So if it just market just come down, create some kind of support at the support area, so the probability I can give my trade a chance to take a buy. And if it just like continuously pushing to the downside and create a support or create a resistance, then with a new resistance, with a new structure, I'm just gonna go with the sells actually to retest the low. So let's see what structure we just need to do, need to wait for actually. Right now if someone just took the trade, if someone just like make money here, so congratulations to those. But now we just need to wait for new structure to form. No cells make sense somewhere here, no cells make sense somewhere here. Now we just need to wait for some structure to be formed. That makes sense. Okay, so let's just look at the deep coach chart. Okay, wow, what a beautiful sell he just took. This is what I'm just talking about. You know what? This actually totally makes sense. Very beautiful execution. You know what? Even if you just break below this previous candle low, it also, let me just like get my Ananoid. Not yet. All right. So from where it just like broke the low of the previous 50-minute time frame, it also broke this rejection on the left hand side. See this one, from where market just rejected and continuously pushing upside. So very high probability if it just created a support and break the support, broke the previous candle low, also broke this rejection on the left hand side, we have a very beautiful clean traffic on the left hand side. It totally makes sense to continuously pushing to a downside. Clean traffic, tradable range, each and everything was just on point. I was late on the stream and like a little late on the chart. If I was just on the chart, definitely I will took this trade with my full 1 to 2% risk. That totally makes sense. Very beautiful execution, Mr. Ghosh. Okay, grab 25 piece based on 50-minute confirmation. Very nice. Ganbat, congratulations. All right. Okay. Not so confident with sell setup. Why you just not confident with the sell setup? You are just getting like a bigger stop loss. If you're just getting like a bigger stop loss, you can lower the lot size actually. If the setup is just like in a very like awesome condition and you just wanted to execute, but you're just getting like a bigger stop loss, you can lower the lot size. This is one thing you can do, or you can like place your stop loss in the like a little above middle than the previous candle high. This also makes sense. We're just having like a very high probability like it will continuously pushing to the downside. You have a proper like proper grip on your structure, believe on your structure, so this also makes sense. But right now it's just continuously pushing to the downside. Now we just need to wait, to see if we just can create some support at this area, or to grab some pips, or if we just create some support and broke the support, that also makes sense to continuously pushing to the downside. Let's see now what structure just going to be show us. I waited for 15-minute close and next candle make a top wick, then candle turn bearish. Is it okay? It's actually perfect if you candle just create a wick and continuously pushing to the downside. You're just talking about somewhere here. But in this situation, you just need to understand one thing. If you're just going to be execute somewhere here, it also feel like a half of the range on the left hand side, also like move 50 pips far away from the support area. So it's like a risky one. It is like a impulse entry where you just have to be execute somewhere here. Impulse entry makes sense actually. Look at this one, it just created a resistance, then it just broke the support. Trend, it just clearly you can see you can see that trend is just show you clearly creating lower high, consolidate, broke, something like this. See this one. So last day when they just think that they're just going to like fire the pole, this is something what happened. And I just like look at the chart very late when it just all things just happened there. Then I saw the chart market just like move 450 pips in one direction, then more than 300 400 pips to the downside. So once before that they just think that they will fire the pole, and then they just like realize that we're just thinking about it, we're just not going to be do this thing. So once you just realize that you're just thinking about that, so market just like they just wanted to tell us they're thinking what they're just thinking about. So even with the thinking of Trump, market will give some pips here. Okay, so Sheikh Fayaz just sent us a chart. Let's just look at this one. What is this? H4. What is this? You just took a buy limit. SL was here 32.94. What is this? You just need to like send a proper chart, buddy. Just send a proper chart or make some points on that what you just like trying to explain there. But as you mentioned that if price forms a support at 33.24, you are looking for buys. Isn't the session trend is being bearish? Yeah. If it's just like stop somewhere here, this is something if I just wanted to take a buy. I just wanted to see some kind of support to be created, resistance to be created, and then broke above the resistance. That makes sense for the buys. Or if a candle just close in a very strong bullish shape, so that also makes sense for the buys. Or I would say if it just come down, then if it's just doing some kind of consolidation, then break above the high, then it makes sense for the buy. This is the scenarios for the buy. What I am looking for right now, let it come down, create some support, create some resistance, then as it just create a resistance, give me the confirmation, I will just go with the trend. I will just go with the trend. And in the same time, if you just created a support, created a resistance and broke the support, I will go with the trend. And I think so if we just break below this area, it will be also the breaking the low of the previous daily time frame. If it broke this daily low on the left hand side, very high probability it will give a spike to the downside. We'll see. Right now the 50-minute candle just created in a small shape of body, and the next candle breaking above the high and continuously pushing to the upside. Yeah, it's just like a beautiful ATP brain, but I'm just not gonna like take this 50-minute candle as an impulse entry to continuously pushing upside. If I just wanted to take a buy, I just want a candle to close above the previous candle high. So then that makes sense to continuously pushing upside. There's just like 10 minutes left also for the opening of London, so we'll see. Now we just need to wait here. Just need to wait here. Sir, how is going your Dominion funding challenge? Just with me, didn't use it yet. Actually, you know what? This month, I think so. I just need to play defensive. That will be very wiseful decision actually. Whenever I just take, I will just like look at like a clean structure. Then I will just try to force myself for the trading, or we'll see. It's just going on. Yesterday was very wild. Yeah, it's just like very wild. Is there a 30% discount promo? Which promo code you're just talking about? 30% on what? I have a lot of products with me. On what you're just like asking for 30% discount. Yesterday Rajabai traded 5 minute and 1 minute time frame. Why he executed on these time frames? Because if you just look at in a 5 minute time frame, I just already explained in my last live stream. Look at the 150-minute time frame candle. 170 pips. Look at this one. 160 pips. Look at this one. 240 pips. So if you just wanted to part of something, like if you just saw that there's just like a lot of volume there, then you just need to understand if you can get some entry into it, if you just wanted to be part of some trade where you can execute. So in this situation, and this is just not going to be happen every day. It's like once in a blue moon. This is something what happened once in a blue moon. So when you're just getting like a 50-minute candle printing like more than 250, so 5 minutes actually makes sense, but only in this situation. So how many times you just going to be face these kind of scenarios? I think so once in a month or once in a 3 months, something like that. So you cannot adopt the 5 minute time frame, but you can like participate into it with the same concept. I think so. Yeah, the same price action, the same concept we just worked with. Like look at this one here, he just executed. Can you just reject it with a long rejection wick? Close with a bearish form. Next, can I create a wick? Broke the low, and depending on the news, depending on the volume, he just took a sell. Make sense? Okay. Did you take any trade yesterday? No, I was just not on a chart. I was just with my family out there in a mall. So yeah, I just didn't took any trade. Sir, I have observed that we consolidation is stronger. When consolidation is stronger, wait for 30 minutes closing. Usually 50-minute close below above the zone trends to fake out. Is that right? No, it's like depend on the condition of the market. Like if a 50-minute candle just clearly showing you the volume there, then why not to be a part of 50-minute time frame? But yeah, 90% we only stick with the 30 minute. 30 minute is actually like more stronger than the 50-minute time frame. So sticking with the 30 minute is just like a viable thing, I would say. So yeah, but 50-minute also sometimes makes sense. But for 50-minute time frame, we just use 50-minute as a confirmation. Like if there's just like a lot of volume and we're just waiting for some structure to be formed. So 50-minute actually makes sense. Like here, see this one, this 50-minute candle, like didn't break the previous rejection on the left hand side. Look at this one, it just rejected from the same area on the left hand side. So if someone just wanted to take a sell, the candle should have to break this rejection on the left hand side. Like ask price and bid price should have to be broke below this area. See this one, it just did not broke this area. It just rejected from this one, and then next candle create a wick and broke the low. This is a situation you can go with a 50-minute time frame by depending on the structure, by depending on the volume. Look at this one, it's just now continuously pushing to the upside. It just moved like more than 360 pips. What we should do now? See this one, if we just in these scenarios, if we just wait for the 30-minute time frame, we can miss the whole move. If this value trade in is this bullish candle breaks the previous candle high, impulse buys, and also candle body is getting smaller. Yeah, it makes sense, but I'm just not comfortable with this one. It's just not like a good thing. I would say if I just wanted to take a buy, if your buyers are like settle down with the bias, so candle should be close like this above the resistance, above the previous candle high, somehow like this makes sense. But if you just like moving to the upside, we just can't do anything about it. Just need to wait. Just wait now. This is all we can do. I think so. We just going to be get a new support now. So below this support, do we have still we have any range? This one the new support we just going to be get. And this one the new resistance I would say we are having right now. All right. Daily is bullish by our session trend is bearish. Buying is good. I just already explained this one. Should we mark 4 hour and 1 hour resistance support in 30-minute or 50-minute time frame? 1 hour and 3 minute resistance form, but I'm just looking for this one. There's just like 5 minutes left for the opening of London actually, and look at the way how it just like rejecting. And you know what, let's just go through daily time frame. If you just look at the daily time frame, it created a resistance, but this current candle just retraced more than 50% of the previous candle. So if it's just continuously pushing upside, there's a very high probability it can again reject it from somewhere and again continuously pushing to the downside. And if you just look at h4 like breaking the low impulsively and now just rejecting. Look at the h1 just rejecting right now with a long rejection wick. So let's see how this h1 is just going to be closed. This is m30. Look at this one, just like rejection. Look at the rejection. So this is what I was just like explaining before. Taking cells on a 50-minute time frame like in the middle of the range, it could be like risky one. See this one, if someone just like took a cell somewhere here, I just wanted to fill this range, so now it just start printing new structure. So if it just come above and create some kind of resistance, so I'm just gonna take sell this in this way. So just need to wait here, for the structure to be formed. It's good whatever just going on the chart, we just need to wait now. Okay, I took sell trade and turn for the that's great. Maybe took buys only, retest only, cause candle already move a lot. What is that app or program you are using to draw candles? It's a function of Zoom. Castleby, if you don't mind, can you share your PC specs? What it's irrelevant. What what to do with this one? Can you take a buy if this candle close strong? No, I'm just not gonna take a buy. Buy was here. If someone just having the bias for buys, this is the buy. You just missed this one. Just wait. In this situation, just wait for some clean structure to be formed. Like it just created a resistance, created a support. I'm just waiting here. There's just like 3 minutes left for the opening of London. Look at the 30-minute rejection. Look at the H1 rejection. So I'm just waiting to see how this H1 actually just going to be closed. If I just got some kind of resistance, definitely I'm gonna take a sell there. If I just got a resistance, and for resistance, you know what? For resistance, or if I just wanted to go for the sells, I'm just not gonna take sells randomly. I just need at least one bearish candle should be closed in my favor. I just wanted to see a closed bearish candle there to take a sell, and that candle also should be in a healthy shape, should be on a right point. So then there's a probability I can give my trade a chance. Thanks for providing so much education for us. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. Really appreciate it. Okay, just Chatniya just send us a chart. Let's just look at this one. So he's just waiting for, yeah, this is something definitely I'm just looking for. Let it just create a support, create a resistance, and then it continuously pushing to downside with the opening of London. We'll see. I'm just like looking this H1 actually. Just going to be closed in 1 minute. M30. What if this M30 just going to be closed with no upper wick? That also could be a sign. Wow, look at the rejection from this area. This one. What is the area of interest? It's just like 3335. Interesting. So just waiting. How much percentage do you make in normal trading month? It's actually depending on the structure or the condition of the market actually. But previous month it was like 25%. Yeah, on my previous account it was like 25%. This month is just like not even like I would say 10% on my other accounts. It's like less than the previous one. Okay, so the candle just closed. Look at the size of the candle. 50-minute candle just closed in a very beautiful, healthy shape. Let's just go through the chart again. H1 just closed in a bearish form. We have this long rejection wick. Wick is just like 60 70 pip wick we are having, and the body of the candle is just like 40 pips. It's like exhaustion candle. H1 M30 just closed with a small bullish candle here. And if we just like try to execute somewhere here, we have a minor resistance on the left hand side after 30 pips. Doesn't make sense. M15. Yeah, it's just like a very confused thing. Let me just give me a second. All right. Shall we look at 5 minute chart at this moment? At 15-minute candle is more than 50 pips. No, it's just we just don't need like a five. Need to see one of a 5 minute time frame chart right now. Just like it's okay to stick with a 50 minute at least. Like so, I'm just waiting. It's opening of London. M30 just in a bullish form. What you will do in this situation? Will you just try to force yourself to execute because the previous candle just closed in a bullish form? H1 just closed in a bearish form. H4 still open, broke the previous candle low. Daily time frame just continuously pushing to the downside. Weekly. Oh, I just didn't look at the weekly actually. I just don't need to look at the weekly to be honest. So yeah, can't do anything. Just need to wait. Just need to wait and need to see how the market just going to create some kind of resistance so I can give my trade a chance. And if it just break above the resistance, then I will see how the market will react on this resistance. If it just creates some resistance here, then again it will be a very beautiful thing to continuously pushing to the downside. Because above this resistance area, you can see right after this resistance there's like one resistance, then there's just like another resistance, then there's just like one more resistance just here. So if a market just going through or just wanted to cross these all rejections on the left hand side, then you know what, it just need a lot of volume in it, like a lot of power of volume should be in it to continuously going to the upside to reject these all like cross these all rejection on the left hand side. So just need a lot of volume in this situation. You can only need to depend on the volume. So now you just need to understand one thing. what structure could be the best one? Like a candle create a resistance, taking cells makes sense, or it will be easy because it can be give you a clean traffic on the left hand side. This makes sense. Or if you just wanted to take a buy, why you just wanted to force yourself to execute here when there's just like a lot of rejection on the left hand side? If someone just having a buys like bias, so you know what, let it go, let it go, let it create some resistance, then let it come down, create some support, give you some confirmation candle, clean traffic, tradable range, volume time, and the trend session trend just like become like bullish one. So this is the probability for the buys, and this buys actually will be more comfortable. So you just need to take a decision which structure you just need to stick with now. But I'm just thinking like if you just created some kind of resistance here, give me some kind of confirmation, candle create a wick, broke the low, I will go for the sells. This is something I'm just looking for. This makes sense. And if you just like create some kind of resistance here, give me a bearish candle, this also makes sense to go for the sells, because this one is actually I just like took a current resistance area. But if you just look at 30-minute or H1 time frame, so we're just having resistance here. So I'm just waiting, let's see how this candle is going to be closed. Why this just doesn't make sense? Just give me one sec. All right, I just took a actually honey. There is news as well today on employment claims. Yeah, it's just like during the NY session, not yet, so no need to worry about. Weak fill on 1 hour time frame. Yeah, it could be, but we just need some confirmation. Even if this candle just creates some kind of how much range is just like a 40 pip range. Let's see how this candle is going to be close. Wow, just rejecting right now. Okay, so 50-minute credit resistance will be confirmation to go sell. We just need to wait. Actually, if we just wanted to take a sell, I just at least need to see a 50-minute bearish candle there. A bearish candle will give me confirmation to go for the sells. Okay, last day I just ate something from my kids, and this is what the condition I'm just having with my throat. These today kids actually like yeah, they're just taking like a junk food, to be honest. Yeah, they're just continuously eating their junk things. So why you see 50-minute chart rather than 30-minute? Because 30-minute has strong confirmation. Right now the candle of 50-minute even just printing like 60 pips. So that's why I'm just looking at 50-minute. If we just like look at the 30-minute time frame, 30-minute might be we just missed some moves. Look at this one, 100 pip 30-minute time frame candle, and this candle just like more than 50-60 pips. That's why I'm just looking at 50-minute time frame. And still, if I just wanted to go with a 50-minute time frame, I just need some confirmation with the 50-minute, like with a strong healthy body. So that makes sense. People don't understand if make resistance it's overdose of testing daily. Let's see, I am looking this 50-minute weak bullish, next 50-minute bearish, then yeah, that also makes sense. We'll see how much to deposit for ECN Pro account on MT5 and C Trader, how much bonus we get on MT5 account. I think so. $500 will be enough for opening a ECN Pro account, ECN account actually. And the bonus you're just going to be get on your first deposit, it will be like 35%. It's something like that, but you just need to confirm again with the team. No business sell. Yes, right now there's just like no confirmation yet there to take a sell. For sells, as I just said, we need a bearish candle. A bearish candle should be closed there. So just waiting. These days, actually, with the opening of London, I just can't just like see any moves. It's been like more than 1 week. I just didn't see anything with the opening of London. Like with the opening of London, I was expecting volume, and suddenly volume just dropped there. What about an impulse buy when this 50-minute close like this? I'm just not comfortable with the buys. What you just going to be target here? Just not comfortable. So there's just like 3 minutes left for the 50-minute candle to close, and I'm just looking at this one. Volume is decreasing and too many rejection on the left hand side for buys. Yes. So if a small bearish candle has formed and made the resistance, is it good to sell? We'll see. We'll see. Definitely we'll see. I'm just looking at this one right now. I am just looking at. There's just like 2 minutes left for the 50-minute candle to close. It will be good if it just if it just like close in this shape. Candle create a wick, or what stop loss I'm just gonna get. I think so. In this situation, we can get like a. I just need to hold on to this trade actually. Let's see. There's just like 1.5 minute left for the candle to close. Which one you prefer for that guy who have no real capital? Create your own capital, then trade to funded account. So just like deposit a small capital into your real account and make to try to make like a 50% profit on 2 to 3 months. Then withdraw that profit and take a funded account. This is the process actually you just need to go through. So 1 minute left for this 50-minute candle to close, and I'm thinking like we are just going to be get a new resistance here now. This one. Okay. Wow. How much risk per trade we should take at 10k phase 1.5%. So it's just going to be close. This candle is just like going to be close, and you know what, this is something I was just waiting for. So I should give my trade a chance here with the opening of candle. I'm taking a sell, placing stop loss above the previous candle high. It's like a 22 pip stop loss, expecting it to continuously pushing to the downside. Let's see now. It's opening of London. We are sitting with the London session time. So as it just filled this week, can I close my 50% position? I think I should be close my 16 pips. Oh, 16 pips. Quick 16 pips. Oh damn, it's just like 10 pips. It's just reject too fast. Just wanted to close 70% position at 16 pips. Hmm. But it's okay. It's okay. What my trade? I'm just going to be lose. Now what I'm just going to be lose. So I'm just going to be lose $12. Already having $11 with me. Man, 116 pips. Again, we are just like sitting on 16 pips. So the range was actually it's like a 40 pips. So 20 pips will be more than enough, I would say. 20 pips. If you guys get like 20 pips, try to secure 50% position. Bring your stop loss at break even, something like this. 16 pips in your favor. Now there's just no business of this candle to come back and break its own high. It should be continuously pushing to a downside. 16 9 20 pips right now. You guys are having like 20 pips. You should have to be close at least like 90% position there, 50% position there, leave the rest with the break even. 20 25. Yeah, very nice. So I'm just like 25 pips. Wow, 26. 26, I think so it will be more than enough. 26 pips. Yes, this makes sense. Just executed with the plan. It was like a 50-minute time frame. There was like a 40 pip range. I just wanted to grab 50% of that range, and I just got that one, and that's it. A sharp execution. So in this situation, you know what, I just didn't even wait for the candle to create a wick and break the low, because I can see the structure there. I knew that when I just need to go with the dynamic risk, when I just need to wait for the candle to create a wick, it all comes with the experience actually. So see that I just execute with the opening of new candle. In this situation, if I just wait for the candle to create a wick and broke the low, so I might miss the move. So sometimes we just have to be sharp enough or have to be experienced with the market to go with these kind of structures. Now it might be continuously pushing to the downside, but who cares? We just like grab our chunks here. It was like a 40 pip range. We just grabbed like 26 pip range, 26 pips out of 40 pip range. Just done with the day. 20 pips secure, very nicely done. Code 17 pips, very nice. Quick 13 pips, very nice. 10-second trade. Okay. Quick move, nice. Why you haven't waited for opposite wick? I just told you already. Anticipated volume, exactly. Idea behind this trade: create a support, create a resistance, take a sell. Go 10 pips. Wow, very nice. Zephyr, very nice. So just to be realistic with the things. H4 big week to fill. Who cares about H4, buddy? If you just like took a 5 loads, you just made like a more than $1,000. If you just took a, like a 10 load, it's like more than $2,600. If you just took a hundred loads, it's just like more than $2,600, $26,000. So just done with the day. Close full at 29 pips, very nice. Someone just like close 29 pips. I just like grab the middle of the range. It was like a 40 pip, grab 26 pips somewhere here. Yeah, just happy with it. Very, very, very nicely done. So what was my plan? If someone just knew that what was my plan, they will understand. I just executed with my plan. Was not comfortable with the sell with the buys, didn't took buys. Was just waiting for the candle to create a support, create a resistance. It just created a support, created a resistance, and didn't execute until a candle just closed in my favor. A bearish candle just closed in my favor, and with the opening of candle, I executed. Grab 26 pips. It just moved like 30 pips, whatever it is, just going on. But I'm just happy with it. So yeah, if you just continuously doing the same thing, like grabbing 20 pips, 30 pips, so at the end of the week, at the end of the month, you will just close in profit. You just no need to go for every time like for 100 pips or 200 pips. 20, 30, 15, 20, 30. At the end, it will be like become more than 100 and 200 pips. Okay, close 70% at 15 pips after hit my TP. Very nice. Look at the chart. Wow, really nicely done. Very, very beautiful done. Very, very nice. Fill the range, close 29 pips. Very nice. Beautiful trade. So if we just like wait, we will get paid. 30 pips secured by Balvinder Singh. Wow, very nicely done. Okay, so YouTube also just like got some things. Close 50% at 18 pips, close full on 26 pips. Wow, very nice. One question: why execute it on candle open? Don't say it experience, please. Ganbat, why you just execute and secure like 18 pips and 26 pips and you're asking the question after making money? So by depending on the volume, actually I just saw this move already. I just knew that in this situation might be the candle just never wait for to create a wick and continuously pushing to a downside, because we're just sitting with the volume of London session, like opening of London, and we just already got a 50-minute time frame confirmation candle there, like it's just closed in a bearish form. So depending on the volume, I just executed here. It was like a target just like a 40 pip range, so I just grabbed like 26 pips. That's it. And yes, it just come with experience, to be honest. If they just like a different structure, so then in that situation I would like to wait for the candle to create a wick and broke the low, so that makes sense. And chutney, I just missed the move, doesn't matter, just now need to wait for the new structure to be formed. Okay, it's just breaking the low. If it just break the low, what range we are having on the left hand side, doesn't make sense. It's good what we are just having with us. Can I sell after break and close of the support on 50-minute time frame? If you just like wait for the candle to close below the support, what you are just like no, I would like say like look at this one. There's like a another support right after a few pips, like 25 pips, 30 pips. Here where we just executed, We had a range, at least like a tradable range. Like look at this one, it's just like a more than 40 pip range here, and we grab like middle of the range like 26 pips out of 40 pips. So be sharp like a shark. For YouTube we can't say that it's only strategy, it's also count as experience. Yeah, but who will accept this one? I would execute on open candle because SL is an acceptable range in 30 pips. Hmm. Okay, what a beautiful trade. I think most of the people just made money here. Let me just look at a Market Fluidity University London session. Hmm. So most of the people in Market Fluidity University, they just made money here. Yes. How would you manage risk if candle went to create top wick? So I think so. It's just like already very beautiful, manageable trade because I just executed with the opening of candle and stop loss just like 20 pips. I think I just going to be hold a complete stop loss here. It's just not like even a bigger stop loss. Yeah. So doesn't make sense. But in this situation, if market just went in my favor, like suppose that it just went in my favor 10 pips, 12 pips, and then it just come back and break its own low, own high, then I'm just gonna close like 50% position there and then leave the rest with the stop loss. This is what I can do. Wow, just continuously pushing to the downside. Look at this one. Who knows that this is just gonna be happen? But we just recognize the move and grab some chunks there. Good morning, good morning. Secure 28 pips. Wahab just secure 28 pips on YouTube. Very nice. I would execute on open candle because SL is in a 30 pips. Okay. Nice trade today. Yeah, it is. Top trading. Just let me just see this one. Wow, wow. Look at this one. This guy just executed here. 5 pips. Entry. Okay. And then just secure like 32 pips and leave the rest. Wow, what a beautiful managing the trade actually. Very nice. Throw, it's just like a very nicely done. Okay. How you manage risk on 50-minute time frame? I just told you like if it just went in my favor like 10 pips, 12 pips, and or if it just like suppose that it just went down or reject from the rejection on the left hand side from the previous candle wick and breaking its own high, might be just close 50% position and leave the rest. This is how I can manage the risk in this situation. What do you think about to take a trade when this 50-minute close below the support, or is it too extended? It's actually too extended. Look at this one now. How much it just moved? It just moved like 80 pips. See this one? It just moved like 80 pips. And what you're expecting if the candle just close below the support, will it move more? Where when there's just like another support right after 26 or 30 pips, and where you will just place the stop loss as well. Just need to ask where will be your stop loss. My 2 degree win rate today, then I call it a day. Good luck guys. Okay, that's great actually. How do you manage the risk if the candle moves in the opposite direction? Jabbed trades, I just already explained this one. So I was just waiting for this one. Like market just created a support, didn't execute it here for the buys because I just wanted to see a 50-minute candle should have to be break and close above the resistance, but it just closed far away from the support area, like from the previous candle high. So it's just still holding the structure, the bearish one. So take the advantage of that bearish structure. Look at this one again. candle just created a lower high, lower high, lower high. This is something I have just printed when I just start the stream. Let me just see this one. Like, look at this part. This is the live stream going on. Look at this one. What I was just explaining before at 44 minutes before. This is something I was expecting. See this one? Getting a support, retest the high, and then give me the confirmation candle, and will continuously pushing to downside. And this is what happened here. Retest support, create a resistance, and give my trade a chance. Makes sense now? So just already having plans and already having structures with me. All I just need to do, I just need to wait for my things to be happen on the charts. That's all I can do. And once everything just on a point, why not to execute? If we still never going to be execute, then why you are here actually? Why you just like choose the trading if you just like getting scared, if the everything like what you are just waiting and what you just wanted to see on the chart, if everything just on a point and you are still not executing, not even with a smaller lot size, then why you are here? You should have to be take some risk. Okay. Okay. 50-minute close we take again sell, not just close within the range actually. No sells make sense now. Should we always take the trade in the direction of daily trend? Yeah, if you like a smaller time frame will give you the confirmation what can be happen on the higher time frame. I just repeat this thing on every live stream. Like smaller time frame will give you the confirmation what can be happen on the higher time frame. Like all you just need to see, you just need to look at the confirmation, like make the combination. Like if you just like break down your chart from daily to h4 to h1 to m30, and you just saw that daily was just going bearish, h4 just printing bearish, m30 h1 is just printing bearish. Now you just need to wait for some retracement. This retracement you will see it in on a lower time frame. So lower time frame just create a support, then it just create a resistance. So there is a higher probability if you just if the lower time frame give you the confirmation, it will respect the higher time frame, because higher time frame always more stronger than the lower time frames. So like for the continuation or for looking at the chart, you just need to understand this thing. Like lower time frame will always give you the confirmation what can be happen on the higher time frame. So just grab your chunks. You are not a market makers, you are, everyone here is just like a retail traders. Just be realistic with the things. Like you executed here, it's just having like a 40 pip range. Why to wait for the TP? If you just now went to the TP and come back and hit your break even or hit your stop loss, now you will just get into some kind of psychologically panic condition, and you can start like revenge trading. So you should have to be sharp enough to understand it's just like a 40 pip range. Why not to like secure 50% at like 20 pips or 25 pips and leave the rest to hit the TP and bring your stop loss at break even. So if you just come back and hit my stop loss, I'm just not gonna lose anything. So you have to be sharper than the market makers, to be honest. Okay, M30 make we can break previous low, then sell from, yeah, we'll see. Not yet. There's just like nothing yet on the chart for me. Thank you, sir. It was good trade. I also secured 20 pips. Very nice, Noman. Very nice. And Salam Castle by executed sell in pre-London open and secure 22 pips. Very nice. Okay. What do you think about the 30-minute structure? 30 minute actually is just like what you if you just like executing somewhere here, what you're just targeting. Is it like comfortable thing? I don't think so, buddy. Thank you, sir. It was good trade. Okay, it's like the 30-minute is creating an impulse entry. Can you tell us if it's a good setup or not, and why? Because less range on the left hand side, very less range. We are having like a support right after 20 pips or 25 pips. See this one even on a 50-minute time frame, 25 pips. So not a tradable range. Always try to grab your entry nearby the support or nearby the resistance. That makes sense. If you just want it to come down and if you just want it to like go with the volume, so this candle should have to be close below the support. It should not be reject from this area and close back into the range. It should have to be close below the support. The next candle create a wick. This in this situation, the next candle create a wick, broke the low. Depending on the volume, you could say it continuously pushing to the downside. But look at the way how it just stopped there. See this one now, and now if you remember this move, it just didn't create a wick and move quickly in our favor. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna stay like just for a 5 minute now, and then we will just like close the stream. It was like a very educational stream, I would say. We just done with our day. Very nicely done by everyone. So yeah, where is just gone. Okay. Wow, look at this one now. Last 30 minute was bullish and you short. Can you explain please, as I have planned to go short only if the last 30 minute is bearish. Actually the it's just clearly showing very strong volume even in the 30-minute time frame. So that's why I'm just looking at 50-minute time frame. It just got some bearish candle, so I had a plan to go with the trend. So just created a support, it just created a resistance. So here I just like took a sell. It was like a beautiful tradable range as well, so I just grabbed like 26 pips. This was my plan and I have just executed my plan. And for execution on my plan, I just need at least one bearish candle should have to be closed in my favor, and one bearish candle just close, give me the confirmation. With the confirmation, depending on the opening of London, clean traffic on the left hand side, tradable range, volume, so I just executed, and it just like went in very well, way actually in my way. Sir, how can I become more disciplined whenever I have a good week? I start incurring losses. What I should do? Just stopped. If you just like hit your target, just relax, stop, complete your week, took some withdraw, enjoy some money, and then come back on the chart with a new week or fresh week. Don't lose your money. So all right, everyone, I'm just heading off now. So we'll see you guys on Monday or Tuesday. I think so. Might be Rajabra will do the stream tomorrow, but no one knows that. If he just like not gonna do that, then I'm just gonna do the stream. So till that, be safe, be careful. Don't try to force yourself for the execution. If you just miss something, don't go into FOMO. Wait for the proper structure to be appear, then just execute. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll see you guys soon. Till that, be safe. Bye bye.